Right, this is lot number 1 going through today. I like it, Rob doesn't. I think that's a nice colour. I think that suits that car. I'm not going to buy it though. I've just, like I say, I'm getting rid of one Mini this weekend. Looks like it's for chili pack, half leather seats. A little bit scruffy in places, but that would clean up really nice. Needs that sticker taking off, back bumper, few scrapes. But as my dad's just saying, we've been stuck with that green C-Max, haven't we? So better leave this one alone. But I am a Mini fan. I think that looks great in that colour. On this side, first one's Skoda Yeti. I did have that on my list, but a little bit risky for me. 122,000 miles, 2 litre diesel. Alloys could do with a refurb. A little bit of rust coming through, a little bit of corrosion coming through there. Needs a new badge on back. Some number plate screws. Like I say, I do like them, but they're expensive, aren't they? All that back door's started corroding. That needs a bit of fettling. So yeah, that's not for me today. Right, this nice little 207 I had on my list. I know it's a horrible colour. 07 plate, so it's older. I like to stick to sort of 12 plate onwards really. But it's 07 plate, full service history from what I remember. I think it's got MOT till next year. And the big thing is it's only got 31 or 30 some thousand miles. Now, I did convince myself that if guide price on it is out between 280 and 680. So I had to look at it and think, full service history, 31,000 miles, 5-door car, on a pitch, that's, you know, 1995 maybe, with an MOT on it. So I did convince myself that if that goes for 600 to 800 quid, that I'd have to have a go. But I'm kind of glad it's a bit scruffier than I expected. So this corner here has been rattle canned. Doesn't look that bad on camera, but it looks horrendous in real life. Just somebody's rattle canned that corner. You can see it there now, can't you? And somebody's rattle canned this corner. So it's obviously had a bump both sides, or it's rusted and corroded and they've sort of, to be fair, not a bad job, but it's not good enough for me to put on my pitch. Down there's got all spray on it as well, where somebody's obviously sprayed the things behind, and wing mirrors scruffy, so I'm going to leave that one alone. It's just not good enough to put on my pitch. This one here, this Fabia's on my list, 14 plate, nice colour, not bad condition. That's got 50 some, I'm working off memory, but it's got about 50 odd thousand miles on it. Headlights are nice and clean. That actually looks like a new headlight, but not bad, that isn't. Pretty nice nick. 1.2, MOT till March next year. Interior looks nice and clean. Bodywork's spot on, to be honest. A little bit scruffy on my bumper, a few little marks around here. That corner. It says Auto Trader Retail 4495. I see it at 3995. Nice Woburn Safari Park sticker, so we know who's had it. I see it at 3995. Cap clean, 2.5. So I think if that goes anywhere near 222, I didn't want to buy it really, because there's a lot of other stuff here today, and my reservation about it is who's going to buy it. I don't think it's a girl's car, it's not a young lad's car. You've got a limited market of an elderly gentleman, I think you've got a limited market on it. That's, but even though essentially underneath it's a polo, you know, if you stuck a polo badge on it, you're going to get a young lad on it. But I think you've got a limited market. It'll hang around a little bit, but if it's cheap enough, like I say, it is in nice condition, I will have to have a go on that at around the £2 mark. This Aguila was on my list. We've had one of these before, we sold it quite straight away, quite quickly. Towing cover's missing, doesn't look that bad from here to be honest. But when you go around the back bumper's all bashed in, so it needs a new bumper. Doesn't look too bad underneath, to be fair, looks alright. But again, it's not... On another day I'd have had a go on that, but I think there's better stuff here today. I think I can leave that today to try and get something else. Just been looking at this Mercedes E-Class 1.8 automatic petrol. Not my retail stock at all, but straight away you can see it's absolutely immaculate. 05 plate, the paint is beautiful. The headlights just crystal clear. This has been garaged. This just hasn't been used. Tax disc still on there from 2015. 280 quid tax for 12 months. At Garforth, yeah, Garforth in Leeds. It's absolutely immaculate, and inside and out. Oh, there's a pound there. I think that must be mine. I have just got out of that, so I do think it's mine. It's got the original Mercedes-Benz mats in. Listen to this, 21,000 miles. The seats are immaculate. This should not be in here. This should be in a classic car auction or a specialist auction. It's criminal that it's in here. My dad has just said, are you having a go on it? I said, it's just not my retail stock. I just haven't, look at that. I just haven't got the spare cash to have a little scrape on there, little ding there, and a scrape down. Oh no, my dad noticed it was just bobbling on the arches in there. But other than that, immaculate. Like I said, I just haven't got... Guide price is 1,900 to 2,300. Wouldn't surprise me if it goes to £3,000. I think it could be 4,995 retail. I don't know. It don't give me a retail price because of the age, but it must be the best one in the country. So in that sense you could ask what you want, but I just can't afford... I'd like to have a showroom. I'd like to be at that point where I've got some spare cash and a showroom. I'd just have that sat as my pension pot or museum piece. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not even a Mercedes fan really. I don't know anything about Mercedes, but condition wise that's immaculate. The annoying thing is, I've just looked at this one on my list in front, Hyundai i10. You know, alloys are all knackered. It's got a rough idle, blowing exhaust, stinks inside. The wipers have all gone. Haven't been serviced since 2017, but that'll go for more money. That's retailable. As awful as it is, that's a £5,500 car. So if I got that for £3,000, spend 500-600 quid on it, you know, that's a retailable car. Just not right, is it? Wouldn't surprise me if that goes for £3 grand. I know guide price is 2,350, but it's going to go over that. The guys here will recognise that's a good car. Got a 5-door Corsa here in grey. I did have this on my list. I can't remember the details of it, but it's okay. It's okay. A little bit scruffy. Not special about it really. Rust coming through there, look. I think it had decent miles and a little bit of history and stuff. It's 5-door, it's grey. It'd look a world better with some better wheel trims on and the wheels painted black. A little bit scruffy down this side. Had a bash in the front there. You could make a car out of that, but I want better than that really. This little Mauve Fiesta's on my list. This is a good one. 09 plate Fiesta. A little bit older than I normally go for. Like I say, I try to stick to 12 plate onwards, but this has only got 55,000 miles. MOT till next year. A lot of service history. Nice spec. Decent interior. I have had the keys. I've started it up. It idles perfect. Sounds spot on. Bodywork's really good. Alloys aren't bad. Good tyres. I think guide price is about £2 on this. 3.5 retail. I think that's a nice little car. Obviously, I say obviously a Fiesta's a good sellers, but I've had two, a silver one and a red one, and neither of them sold fast. So I've not done well with Fiestas in my experience, but I do like them. They've not given me any trouble, so I'm going to have a go on that one. Yeah, that met really good stock. Got a Range Rover, 5 litre V8, God knows what it is. I don't know anything about this shite. I just know not to touch it. It is very, very nice inside. Look at the wood. That is beautiful. Lovely. Just like, this is how I imagine an old gentleman's living room. What a motor that is. 87,000 miles I can see on there. No idea what that'll go for. I just had a look at this Volvo XC60 that was very, very nice. Or looks nice. Nice and shiny, nice alloys, nice spec. Design spec, leather seats, decent miles and all that. Wouldn't be something that I'd consider buying. Too sort of risky for me. Too expensive for parts and all that, if it did have a problem. And I did start it up, and I've never seen so much black smoke in my life. I was sat in front passenger seat and I saw the black smoke coming down front, so I evacuated quickly. So that's not one for me. This C1's one that's on my list. It looked really clean on the pictures, and to be fair, in real life it looks clean. Sorry, 107, Peugeot 107, 14 plate. Looks okay. Doesn't have any service history, but it doesn't look like a car that doesn't have service history, if that makes sense. There's a bit of a damp smell. They do get water in the boot these, don't they? So I'll check the boot in a second, but quite a nice. Oh, there's water there. Is that water on the dashboard there? Not sure. Feels a bit damp there. Not sure. It's possible water getting in somewhere. Don't like chasing water if I can help it. Yeah, not sure about that. just the water and the dampness putting me off, but the bodywork's okay, mileage and everything else is alright. Honda Jazz, 09 plate, 59 plate. Not my kind of thing really. Again, I think they have a limited market. Older end, you're not going to get young drivers or first time drivers in them. But don't look a bad car. Just looking at this little Ford Ka. I was just saying, on paper you'd buy this. Yeah. Yeah. But it's Ka 11 plate, 45,000 miles, MOT till 23rd of August next year, so it's just been MOT'd. No service history, but the paint has just gone, you know, and down there looks like somebody's put paint stripper down. It's all bobbled and burnt. Somebody's put some sort of acid on it. No brakes. But like I say, if you were bidding online, you'd have bought. Oh my god, this side's horrendous. Looks like it's been rolled in a ditch. Tell you, this is why you have to. I have bid and bought cars blind online before, twice, and I've been lucky. But if you turned up to pick this up, that's been rolled on its side. Jesus Christ. Wow, what a mess. Like I say, online you'd have bought that. Not for me. This is a nice thing. I like Volvos. I've never had one, but I want one. Off the top of my head, it's full history, good mileage, MOT till next year. Our design spec. Looks nice, clean, straight car. I think cap clean's about £2 on it. Not really my retail stock, but that is a nice thing. Kia Rio was one of my favourites. It had good mileage, nice colour, 5-door, but very, very scruffy. This has gone. Look at that. I'm assuming that it's had a dog scratching at it. That corner's gone. Back arch. So yeah, just had a bash here. So yeah, just needs loads and loads of paint. So every panel. Look at that. Oh, that's bashed. Again, online this looked like a good car. All that panel's rippled. So yeah, it's just battered. Absolutely battered. That mirror cap's gone. Another Rio, black one, 3-door, 1.2. This looks slightly better. That door's had a bash. You've got. No, you don't spot it straight away, do you? But yeah, that needs paint. Panel gaps are good. It's a little bit of. Don't know what's happened there, but it's got some marks there. Yeah, only a 2-door. Don't look very nice in black. Basic spec. It has got good history, but yeah, it's not as nice as I anticipated. Would I have that? It'd have to be cheap. I won't pay cap clean for it. I don't think. I don't know. It would make a car. It would make a car, but there's a lot of bodywork on it. And like I say, it's base spec, 3-door. Yeah, too much work I think for what it is. Right guys, good morning. This is the morning after the night before. I'm just back to Aston Barclay Normanton just to pick up whatever I bought last night. A bit of a disappointing auction really. I did want 3 or 4 cars. Really busy last night. all the cars were expensive, especially the ones that I'd sort of marked off that I wanted. I did have a list of about 25 that I wanted before I came that looked good on paper. Managed to narrow that down to about 10 once I'd had a look around them. And yeah, I bid strong on all of them, but only managed to get one. So let's have a look, let's flip you around and we'll have a look at what we managed to buy last night. So here we go, this is the white 5-door Fiesta, 1.25 Z-Tech, 11 plate, 93,000 miles on it. Quite happy with the purchase really. I've just driven the car about 100 yards out of the compound. Drive spot on. Bodywork's really good. I can't see anything really that needs doing on it. A few little marks here and there, but nothing that needs any work as such. That tyre's really good. That's had new tyres on actually. I'd not noticed that before. That's a brand new tyre, that. Oh, that's good. That alloy's good. Little bit of paint peel on that alloy, but I can touch that up. Headlights are all good. They're nice and clear, nice and clean. They don't even need a buff. That alloy's okay. The discs look okay. It's good that these aren't cracked. Like I say, the bodywork, there's nothing at all that needs doing. It just needs a really good clean. And again, yeah, that back tyre's new. That back tyre's spot on. What make are they? Oh, land sale on there. Land sale, what's that one? Can't see a make on that one. No, I can't see a make on that one. This one, around here, look. Sumitomo, Yoshimoto, Yakimichi. Some Chinese brand, who knows. And this one, Comforza. No expense spared on the tyres, but couple of little rough spots there, little touch in. Inside's nice condition. Just needs a good clean. We've got a parcel shelf, that's always a bonus. Like I say, you can just see it's just mucky everywhere. Just needs a really good clean. Hairpin, don't know what that's for. Carpets again, as you can see, are just filthy. Some sticky substance in the ashtrays down there, so get all that cleaned out. We've got aircon, heated front and rear screens, CD player. Let's get in, that's the outside done. 93,284 miles. Looks like we need a bit of juice in it. Let me get some heaters on. Chilly this morning. Very chilly. But yeah, it sits and idles nice. You know, never really done well with Fiestas. Might have said before, I've had a red one last year that I got stuck with for ages. Really nice car, but it was a 3-door style in red. So it was a basic spec, red and 3-door. So, but it was a beautiful car. I used it over winter and it was absolutely spot on. And then I had a silver one that was a 10 plate, one owner, 40 odd thousand miles. So that was low mileage, but I got stuck with that for ages, and I ended up breaking even on that. We had about 500 quid's worth of paint done on it. Like I said, I thought that'd fly out, being silver, 5-door, low miles, and I just broke even on it in end. I think it just looked expensive for a 10-plate car, being such low mileage. Whereas there were two in the auction last night. There were this white 5-door with 93,000 miles, and there was a white 3-door. That was a 1.4, and that only had 50-odd thousand miles. But I think this one will sell better, being around, I think it's going to be 3,295 if I do the cam belt, 2,995 if I don't do the cam belt. I'll go on to that in a minute. But I think this will sell better, being white, 5-door, 1.2. I'd rather have the 1.2 than the 1.4, because obviously it's cheaper insurance. I'd rather have the 5-door than 3-door. And I'd rather have the higher miles at a cheaper price. I think it'll sell better being around that seems to be the sweet spot. As we said on the 500, that were a cracking car, 40-odd thousand miles, but it were 5.5 grand. The kids just don't have that sort of money. So let's have a look what we've paid. This is my receipt. So we bid the cap average on it, I think we're like 1,400. Cap clean were about 1,700. I've paid 1,900 plus the fees at £300. £4.80 is a salvage and taxi check, and then £7.50 for the, well, £9 for the AA assured report, which means absolutely nothing. So 2,213 out the door. So that leaves me quite a tight margin. Like I say, I'd like to put it at 2,995, but I can't do. It needs a service. It does have MOT till July next year, but I'd like to put my own MOT on it. So I'd like to do a service and MOT, which fingers crossed should be about 100 quid, and I'd like to put a cam belt on it, which would be 300 quid. So that'd be 400 quid spent. That'd leave me at 2,600. So I can't really do 2,600 and advertise it at 2,995. I think if I do the cam belt and water pump, it'd have to be 3,295, which would leave me a decent profit. 2,600, 3,295, and stick firm to the price. I think we'll do okay at that. But again, it does leave it tight. A lot of people, I could just wash this and sell this. If I were being sensible, that's what I should do. There's nothing wrong with the car. I've driven it. I think it's fine. There's no lights on. There's no bangs, squeaks, rattles. It's just been MOT'd in July. I'd feel quite safe washing and selling this car, no problem. That's what I should do, really. As a businessman, I'm here to make money. But just for my own peace of mind, I'd like to service it, MOT it, and put the cam belt and water pump on. So spend a little bit of money on it, and hopefully do it that way. I think that's what we'll do. So yeah, that's the Fiesta. Like I say, busy auction last night. Lot of traders there, everyone paying top money. So I did want 3, 4, 5 cars. I looked at a couple of Fiestas. I really liked, there were a mauve coloured Fiesta that were lovely. That were an 09 plate, 55,000 miles. Obviously being owned by an old dear. Just sorry, got a cough. Lovely condition. I really liked that. That was kind of my favourite car. 09, bit older than I normally have, but it was just, like I say, it was just immaculate. Good full service history, one owner, all that kind of thing. But that went ridiculously dear. I think I bid up to about 2,200, 2,300 on it, and it was still going. So I had to stop on that one. So yeah, a couple of Yaris's that I bid on, but again they went too dear. I weren't overly keen on them. I'm not a mass... I'd like Yaris's, but I don't know. I just didn't get the feeling for them. There were 2 red ones and a black one. There were 3 Yaris's that I bid on. The black one went silly money. I were happy to pay up to 4 for that plus fees. It was a £6,000 car, but it went over 4. I think it went for about 4.5 plus fees. What else was there? Oh, there was a little black KA that I really liked. That was a nice little cheap car. I bid up to 1,800. I think it went over 221 plus fees. So again, that would have been about 2,300, 2,400 out the door, and it was a 2,995 car. Just don't leave enough money in it to do any work to it. So yeah, just didn't get as much as I wanted last night. So hopefully you've enjoyed the auction video. I can't... I know I filmed the cars before the auction. I can't film whilst the auction's ongoing. You need written permission to do that, which I've not got. So hopefully you've enjoyed the auction video, you've enjoyed the content, you've seen what sort of cars are in the auction. I've tried to look at cars that I were buying and cars that I thought would be of interest to you. And yeah, I'll give you a short round of the Fiesta that we've bought. So I'm going to get this down to the pitch now. Tomorrow I'll do a cleaning video on it. And I've got the Mini and the Suzuki Alto to go pick up this morning as well. So once again, thanks for watching. I'm glad you're all enjoying the content. We're getting loads of comments and feedback at the minute, which is really good, really positive. You can all see that I'm trying to do the right things with the cars, trying to dispel the myth that all car dealers are dodgy. I've got another good 5-star review on my Google reviews this morning from the buyer of a Fiat 500, so that's really nice. Yeah, everything's going in the right direction at the minute. I just need to get that forecourt filled back up. Need to get 6... We pay for 6 spaces. I need to get those 6 spaces filled back up and get some cars back. Get some cars prepped and back on the pitch. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep liking and subscribing. I'll catch you in the next video. Right, there we go. Fiesta's dropped off down at the pitch. Spun all the cars around to face this way. I kind of think as you're walking past, it's nicer to look at the cars and get the information from this side. Obviously I faced them the other way before to get the roadside, but they look better when you're inside facing this way. So I just thought I'd have a little change round. I know somebody mentioned it in the comments on one of my previous videos. I have got for sale boards in the back, so you can still see from the roadside that they are for sale. I know my gap's a little bit big in that one, but that's going on Sunday, so I'll have another Fiesta's moving tomorrow because I'm going to do the prep video on it. Prep video on that. So I've just picked the Alto up, 12 months MOT, no advisories. Picked the Mini up, 12 months MOT, advisories, no advisories. That's going Sunday. Fiesta's down here now. Got a sticker in there saying awaiting preparation, so people know that it's not quite clean yet. I've also switched my price boards over to the other side. I don't know why. I've always had them on driver's side so that it can just sit on the steering wheel, but I've noticed all the other dealers have it on the passenger side. So that's what I've done, just changed it over to the passenger side. Service history and low miles on the Alto. Mini's sold. Just need to swap the price board over on the Focus to the other side, and then we're away. Right, leave that as it is. We've also got the C-Max. Oh, I'm going to get the red Corsa down here as well. So yeah, we'll look alright once the red Corsa's down. Mini will go, get the red Corsa down here, and then a couple more cars and happy days.